Walk-in salons. Are they good for the business? Are they bad for the business? Are they destroying your business? All these topics we're going to jump into right now on the Biz Talk. Okay, so walk-in salons. We're constantly getting emails, comments, conversations at shows, classes. I know that there's a big opinion in the market, in the nail business, that any walk-in salons, which are basically defined as like salons on any street corner, anywhere, any business park.
Don't need an appointment.
Yeah, you just don't need an appointment. You walk in and get your nails done. There is a huge opinion that they are destroying the nail market and specifically your business as a nail technician. I think this is a conversation that comes up quite a bit. And just, I want to say this. Okay, you ready?
Say it.
All right.
Don't say it. Okay, go ahead.
Are you going to stop me?
No.
Okay. Let's revisit this point of it's destroying. That's the big thing I hear a lot. It's destroying my business. And I really believe that if you're going to go down that road, if you're going to sit there and say that a walk-in salon around the corner from me is destroying my business, you're probably not cut out for this business. Right. Seriously. Because first of all, and I've said this before in other episodes, like if you're going to make all those types of excuses, business is probably not for you. And it doesn't matter what industry you go in. You're going to find very hardcore competition everywhere, okay?
Right.
We see it. I'll tell you right now, in the last 10 years, like especially in Europe, you go to Europe, it is flooded with nail companies that are very value-based, okay? And they have very aggressive pricing, and there's people that want that. Right. And it's fine, okay? It's fierce competition. How do we deal with that? Well, we are very confident in what we can offer to our customers, okay? We bring so much freaking value. Our products are by no means the cheapest. They're not the most expensive, but they're not the cheapest, right? But what we offer on top of that is like an insane amount of education, an insane amount of free content we're pumping out here for you, right? Just information. The customer service that we provide is like 1,000 times more. We know our stuff. We're always confident in what we bring to the table. And we know, like if somebody's going to choose that over what we have to offer, for us, honestly, it's okay. Right. If you're looking for that, if that makes you happy and that brings you value, by all means do it. But we believe in our product very strongly and we're always innovating on top of that. As a nail tech or a salon, you got to bring that same thing.
Right. And they've just decided to do their business model different, right? Don't be fooled. They're making money or there wouldn't be so many of them.
Right.
So people go, they're just charging way too little. Obviously, they're making money because they have a salon full of people that are working all the time.
Right.
Two different type clients, right? I had clients, they would book their appointment. They knew when their appointment was. They would come on their lunch or they'd come in the morning. They'd come after work. They don't want to have to go to a place and sit and go, do you have time?
Right.
That's the clientele I focused on, right? That was my clientele. Now there's people that don't mind that stuff, who don't want to book ahead, who don't want any of that stuff. And that the other places is perfect for them. And I've said this before. Honestly, if I was going to open another salon, it would be a walk-in salon. Or at least part of it would be walk-in salon to cater to those people who want it. Now, my pricing would be higher, but I would cater to those people that want those last-minute appointments.
Right. Because
So,
you yourself find value.
I find value in it, yeah.
If you're complaining and about any of the salons around you, this is what I'd say. Like, things change. Like, the industry has changed over the last, like, 15 years, right? Everything is constantly changing. But this is what I can tell you, is I talk to an enormous amount of nail technicians, you know, that they come to our program at OWC or at the trade shows. And every time we start talking about how are you marketing yourselves, the actual number of nail technicians that tell me that they're very active on social media and they're using it to drive business is so small and little.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's surprising.
It's shocking to me. So, like, start by looking at what you're doing. Okay. Like, start utilizing the marketing tools of today to drive your business. If your business is struggling, the first place you need to look at is yourself. Always. Always, always, always. You got to look at yourself. And you got to start with, how can I improve? Like how can I improve my business? Has my business gone down because of the competition around me? Okay, how do I boost it up? Can I do better work? Can I utilize the powers of social media marketing? I don't even like to call it social media. I like to call it marketing.
Right.
The powers of marketing, today's marketing, to get more exposure and get my name out there. If you're good, okay, if your work is good, and if you get exposure, I'm telling you, you're going to have business. You're going to have business. If you're basically saying to yourself, like, I want to grow my business, I'm dedicated to it, so you're going to work hard, you're going to be objective, your work is good, and you're able to get yourself exposure, there is zero reason why you should not be pumping business. And if you're not pumping business, there's something going on wrong. Stop blaming the people around you,
right? The
salons around you.
I would say just be a little open-minded. Take a look, just like you said, at your own business, what you're doing. I will tell you that I will look on Instagram first. Of course. If I hashtag Fullerton pedicure or whatever, and I make a call or a text to the person and they're available, because that's when I need it. So if you don't have clientele, that's probably the first place someone's going to look is Instagram. Yeah. So you should be posting, because that's the new phone book.
Right. It is. It's the new phone book. One last thing I want to say before we wrap this up is a lot of people right now are probably saying, well, there are walk-ins that are like, don't disinfect properly.
Absolutely.
And and yes, you're right.
Very
and you know
true.
what? They should be shut down.
Yeah.
In the same way that any high-end salon that is not clean, that is dirty, that has had infections, they should be shut down too. Yep. This is not a question of like, if somebody's not, hygienic and clean and disinfecting properly and you putting bad product out in the market, they should be shut down no matter what kind of salon they are. It doesn't matter, right? The thing is that it's not okay to basically, categorize every walk-in salon as the same and say, you are this. It's just not true. It's just not true, period. You know what I'm saying? So the one very important thing to me is you cannot blame others for your drop in business, this is what I'll say. You cannot blame others if you're not succeeding as a nail technician. You just cannot. It's just, you can't do that.
Don't do that to yourself, because
right.
you're really shortchanging yourself. You have it in you. It just sometimes takes a little tweaking, a little work, especially for, ones that have been in the industry for a long time. If they're coming back into it or they need more clientele, things have changed. And sometimes it's hard for us to accept that change.
Yeah. Stop looking at other people's businesses. And you can take this from someone who has dealt with an insane amount of competition. Okay, the nail business is so fierce and it's so competitive. Okay, and we're dealing with it every single day. What do? We try to innovate. We try to get better. We look at ourselves first. You need to do that. Stop blaming any walk-in salons. That's not the problem. The problem really lies within yourself. And with that, I'll say thank you very much for joining us on this week's episode, and we will see you next week on the Biz Talk.